Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel Green Crystal. Today I'm here with 9th Standard Science Chapter 2, that is matter around us pure? We know that many matters are scattered around us. Some are pure, some are impure. So we have to find what kind of metals are pure and what are the different types. How can we group the matters into? Okay, so according to our reduced syllabus 2021, okay, I'm directly moving on to what is mixture. Okay, what is mixture and type of mixture. So as we all know that mixture are the substances formed by mixing two or more other substances. Okay, so for example we know air is there, okay, sea water and many other things like soil around us. So type of mixture are homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixture is a mixture of either solid, liquid or gases in same proportion of its components throughout any given sample. Think that the given sample is sugar water solution. If it is sugar water solution, then when we put in the given water, if we put a small amount of sugar, the particle of the sugar, will be evenly distributed all over the mixture. So that these type of mixtures are called as homogeneous mixture. These type of mixtures are called as homogeneous mixture. So for that I can say, have you ever tasted any sugar water or any juice? When we are tasting it, we are finding equal taste at every corner. It is not like that here it is sweet, here it is more sweet, here it is less sweet. No, everywhere it is properly evenly distributed. Sugar will be evenly distributed in the water. That type of mixture is called homogeneous mixture. Next one is heterogeneous mixture. In the heterogeneous mixture, mixture of the substances where the proportion of the component vary in the given sample. If the given sample is sand and water, what will happen? If the given sample is sand and water, then if the water is given to us, if we put some amount of sand into it, we will see that it will go and settle down. Okay, rest all part of the mixture is clear. So these type of mixture where the substances are not evenly distributed, it is distributed at one, like it is settled at one particular place, that kind of mixtures are called as heterogeneous mixture. Okay, that kind of mixture is called as heterogeneous mixture. Next we will move on to topic 2.2, that is what is solution. Homogeneous mixture. What is solution? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. We know that in the solution there will be a solute and other will be solvent. Okay, and we also know that always in the solution solvent is a major component and solute is a minor component. So what is solution? Solute will be, it is a homogeneous mixture where the solute is uniformly distributed in the solvent. Okay, where the solute, think as a sugar, will be uniformly distributed in the solvent, that is water. Okay, we know that how the sugar water is. Okay, solution can either be liquid, solid or gaseous. Generally we see solution in liquid form, but there are in solid form or gaseous forms too. So in the liquid form we can see the sea water, or we can see the river water also. Sea water is so much salty, right? It is not only NaCl is mixed in it. There are so many different types of salt mixed in the sea water. That's why it tastes that much salty. Okay, so many different types of minerals are added and mixed well in the sea water. So example for the solid solution is alloy. Okay, for the solid solution normally we say alloy. That is, what is alloy means? Alloy is a mixture of metal, either metals or non-metals. Okay, alloy is a mixture of either metals or non-metals. Normally we see brass and zinc. Brass is made up of zinc plus copper, and in the gold jewelry they are mixing some amount of copper to form the, to give the shape to the jewelry, right? So here this is the solute solution. Okay, and next one is gaseous solution, that is air. In the air we know that major component is nitrogen. Nitrogen is 78% in the air, and oxygen is how much percent? 21% in the air. So here in the air major components are these two gases, and rest all gases like carbon dioxide, these, that, many gases, helium, neon and all. So all the gases are mixed in the traces, that these gases are, we can say it are as solute. Okay, and remaining gases, this major component what is there, that we can tell as a solvent. Okay, so as we know that solution is made up of solute and solvent. Okay, so here solution is equal to the solute and solvent. So which part is called solute and which part is called solvent? Solute is a part which dissolve itself, to form the solution, and solvent is the part which dissolves the solute, In the sugar water we know that sugar is a solute and water is a solvent, and all together we can call it as solution. For examples, now how we can identify it? In the sugar water it is solid in liquid. Solid, that is sugar, and liquid, that is water. Okay, one more example is tincture of iodine, where iodine and alcohol will be there. So here also solid in liquid, where iodine is solid and alcohol is liquid. Okay, next one is soda water. Okay, in soda water, gas in liquid form of solution it is, where normally what we drink, carbonated drinks, we drink, soft drinks and all we drink, right? So these are the soda water, or means solid gas in liquid type of solution, that is gas, carbon dioxide as a solute will mixed in the liquid water. Okay, that is called as soda water. Next one, that is gas in gas. Example is again air. Gas in gas. Major component is nitrogen, oxygen, okay, and remaining all other gases. Got it? Hope you understand. It is a very simple topic. No need to explain more. So next we will move on to properties of solution. Properties of solution. Okay. We know that solution is a homogeneous mixture. Okay. Solution is a homogeneous mixture. And also we know that particles of the solution are very small. It is less than 1 nanometer. Very small. So that we cannot see it by our naked eyes. We cannot see it. Next, third property is beam of light passing through the solution cannot scatter. Because here particles are very small. Beam of light cannot scatter. Therefore, the path of the light is not visible. Okay. So next property is the solute particle cannot be separated by the from the mixture by the process of filtration. Like normally we filter the things, right? Tea, we are taking the tea leaf from the tea by filtration method. So in the solution, solute particles cannot be separated from the mixture by filtration. It cannot be filtered. Have you ever filtered any sugar solution from the filter method? No, we cannot, right? So here, next property is solute particle do not settle down when we left undisturbed. Again the example of sugar solution. If we left the sugar solution for some time, for some minute, for few minutes or for 10 minutes, you can say, it will be stable. It will be stable. It will not settle down. Sugar particle will not settle down when we are keeping the solution as it is, undisturbed, untouched. Okay. So next topic is here suspension. What is suspension or suspension liquid? It is a heterogeneous mixture in which solute particles do not dissolve but remain suspended in the major component. For example, chalk powder in water, or any all-purpose flour, you can say, in water again. Okay, or anything like powdery thing you can add in the water and check it out whether it will be like visible or not. It is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, it is not a homogeneous mixture where the particle do not dissolve in the solvent but remain suspended. Means we can see the particle with our naked eyes. So here suspension, properties of the suspension liquid are, it is a heterogeneous mixture. What were the properties of solution? It was a homogeneous mixture. Okay, it was a homogeneous mixture, but the suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. We can see the particle. Particle can be seen with our naked eyes. Particles are that much big that we can see with our naked eyes without any microscope or anything. Particle scatters the beam of light passing through it and make its path visible. When compared to the solution, again see. Okay, particle scatters the beam of light by passing through, when light is passing through it, and makes the path of the light visible. Just check it out by doing the activity. It is homework for you. Activity 2.1 and 2.2 are homework for you. Just do it, check it and tell me whether it is correct or not. Okay. So next is solute particle settles down when left untouched or undisturbed. Okay. When compared to the solution, when we are keeping the solution undisturbed, it will be not settling down. The particle will not settle down. But here in the suspension liquid, the particles will settle down. So when compared to the solution, suspension liquid is unstable and solution is a stable mixture. Okay, it is a heterogeneous mixture. It is stable. What solution is heterogeneous mixture? It is stable and particle cannot be seen. It cannot be filtered. But the suspension liquid, it is a it is a homogeneous mixture, and here it is heterogeneous mixture and particle can be seen with naked eyes and beam of light can be passed and path of the light is visible, and solute particle settles down when left untouched or undisturbed, and the particles can be separated by filtration. Okay, you can just check it out by doing the activity at your home. Moving on to the next topic, that is colloid. Colloids are again, it is like nearly similar with the suspension liquid but a little bit different. It is a mixture in which the solute is uniformly spread or suspended throughout the liquid. It is uniformly spread or uniformly suspended, but in how it was in the suspension liquid is, it is like if we stir in the floor water or chalk powder water, if we stir, we can see the disturbance in the particle. But here in the mixture, in the colloidal solution or colloidal particle, it is uniformly spread or uniformly suspended in the liquid. Okay, when compared to the suspension, the particles are smaller in size, therefore it appears like homogeneous mixture, but it is not homogeneous mixture. Example is our milk, what we drink daily. Okay, particles can be seen with the naked eyes. Particle cannot be seen with the naked eyes. It is mixed well. You have noted, have you noticed any time how the milk is? We cannot see the particle of milk, but when the milk is curdled, when we filter it, we can see the clear water and clear creamy layer in separate form, right? That means it is whatever the particle is there in the milk, it is not mixed. It is just suspended. When it is curdled, it will be separated. Okay. Particles can easily scatter a beam of light and beam of visible light. Okay. When we put on the light onto the colloidal liquid, it will scatter the beam of light. This process is called as Tyndall effect. So what is Tyndall effect? Scattering of beam of light when passing through colloidal liquid. Scattering of beam of light when passing through colloidal liquid. Got it? Now moving on to the properties of colloid. Properties of colloids. It is a heterogeneous mixture again. Okay, size of the particle is too small. We cannot see with our naked eyes. Particles scatters the beam of light, and that process is called as Tyndall effect. Okay, and particles do not settle down when left undisturbed. It is quite stable. How was the solution? Solution is stable, and stable mixture. Solution is a stable mixture. Suspension is unstable and colloid is quite stable. So these are the difference between solution, suspension liquid and colloidal liquid. Only this much you have to learn from this chapter. Inshallah we will move on to the next chapter. Just tell me how you understood, whether you understood it clearly or not in my comment section. Jazakallah khairan. Allah Hafiz.